Hey everyone, welcome back to Anu Talk Show. Today I want to talk to you about why it is so important that you constantly think about your ideal client, your ideal customer with whom you are working with, especially if you are restructuring your offer, you are adding a new offer into your business. You always have to think about your ideal client first, about your dream client because your ideal client and the way you are talking to them in within your marketing determines the success of your new offer. That is how you will sign new clients, make more money, add more new clients into that offer, because a lot of women of color coaches, they are not going in depth when it comes to talking to their dream clients. That is why marketing is currently hard. That is why you are feeling like you are doing so much within your content, but it feels like no one is understanding what you're doing, which is why you have now this resentment feeling. And marketing is also going to continue to be hard because you will sound like everyone else in the industry. Yes, in 2026, there are so many coaches like you, but that is fine. Okay, that doesn't mean that you are lost in the sea. That doesn't mean that you will never close new clients or that you will never hit your six figures or add the next six figures in your bank account. It just means you have to become loud. And loud doesn't mean that you have to talk to everyone. It just means that your messaging is so on point that even by whispering with your messaging, you are so loud in your ideal client's mind. And if you actually work on your marketing first, you don't have to cold DM anyone. If you're doing cold DMs, cold emailing, please stop doing that. That is the reason why you are not making consistent sales in your business, because it is already icky. Okay, but if your marketing is attracting dream clients for you, you don't have to sell hard. The sales is always the last step, it will come to you. And if you're currently yelling all the time within your content marketing and no one is actually buying your offer, that means that your messaging is not tighten. Your messaging is not talking to your dream clients. So, with this episode, I wanted to help you. Like, if you're a woman of color coach, you're an industry expert, you're a therapist, you're an agency owner, and you want to add a group offer, you want to design, deliver, and launch a group offer and fill it with dream clients, and you are currently struggling with your niche, I hope this helps you to pick one niche, one ideal client, and knowing that you chose the right ideal client to fill your group offer. Okay. Because when you are so tightened with your ideal client, you know the messaging you have to say, the words you have to use in order to target them, business will become fun again. You will scale your business without overworking, without losing your freedom, without questioning if this will ever be successful and profitable. Because great marketing means that you are whispering the right words in the right ears to the right people. That is what we want to do with your free content so that sales becomes effortless. It is not feeling icky for you anymore. You are seeing sales as the natural part, the natural journey that is coming at the end when you are doing your marketing right, because you're attracting the perfect dream clients who want to work with you. I don't have to convince them. I don't have to scream at them like, hey, work with me. I can change your life. Your marketing is doing the right job in order to actually help them to see, oh shit, I have to work with Anu in order to get the right proven process for me to learn the skill in order to get the results I desire. Again, I want you to tell like what the mistake is, okay? What a lot of women of color coaches are doing so that you can avoid that today with this episode, so that you are seeing the results within your business as well. So one of the big mistake a lot of women of color coaches are doing is that they are niching too broad because they are scared with making the decision. You are scared to make the decision that you are not even scared about the decision. Yes, the decision is uncomfortable, but you are afraid of the consequences of the decisions you made. Okay, so one of the thought you're having is like, what if I pick the wrong person, or what if I would pick the wrong niche? Valid, right? But well, how is your business right now by not going specific in your niche and in your one person? You're still experiencing inconsistent sales. You are still experiencing people booking calls with you but not closing them because you are too generic. And because your marketing and your messaging is too generic, you are not relatable. And when you are losing the game by not being relatable to your ideal clients. Because the number one thing why someone chooses in 2026 to work with a coach is because of relatability. They feel and they have this understanding that you went through the problem as well. You got yourself the solution, and now the proximity you have with the past problem you have experienced is why they are wanting to work with you, right? So, if you are scared, or if you have this feeling like, what if I pick the wrong niche, the wrong person, that is the reason why you are still too broad. That is also the reason why business feels hard for you, why you are still struggling to pick the one niche. Within Leverage 20, one of the first phase we are doing is to look at your whole experience you had in your life, in your business, with your clients, and help you to make the best decision moving forward in your business, helping you to choose the right niche, because that is what would determine how much fun you will have in your business and how much work you are doing front facing. Because when you choose your one person, your whole marketing and your whole messaging can be easy. It will become so much easier for you to continue to show up, to have a messaging that is talking to the right person, and to actually book consistent sales call or having consistent sales conversation, because the messaging is already doing the work for you. You don't have to chase sales, you don't have to chase clients. The clients will start to chase you and your proven process. This is how you will sell out your group offer. This is how you will design, deliver, and launch your group offer with having people inside, right? Or maybe you have this thought, but I like variety. I'm a multi passionate coach. I like multiple things. Is that you? Please let me know in the comment section. I used to be you. I am also a multi-passionate person in my personal life. But when it comes to my business, I have decided to make a decision and to, put the blinders on. It doesn't mean that I don't share other stuff. Like I do share about my fitness journey. I do share my travel journey. I do share the things I eat. Like, that is okay. But I always make sure that it is tailored to my one person, which is women of color coaches and industry experts. That is my one person. And when you are going on Instagram, when you are binge watching all my YouTube video, you know that my one person that I am helping are women of color coaches and industry experts. Because it is not about the variety, because I have realized I can still share and help my clients with multiple stuff. But I have realized the more specific you are in your front facing marketing, right? The more people you will attract, who want to work with you, who love the process you are going to help them to go through in order to get the results they are after. So I think in this decision, what you need to go through is that you have to separate yourself from business and from personal, because your business is not your baby. Your business it's just business, right? Like, your business is just business. It's not the number one thing. You are the number one thing. And when you realize that, you will see that this is just the decision you need to make, and that variety and being multi-passionate has nothing to do with your niche and has nothing to do with the one person you want to serve within your group offer. So that is what I wanted to tell you in this episode, because if you're making these mistakes, you are literally leaving a lot of money on the table. Because in 2026, and if you're a coach, you're a therapist, you're an agency owner, and you want to design, deliver, launch a group offer, it is so important that you are dialing in with your one person and with your niche. That is what will determine the success of your group offer launch, the success of your evergreen systems. Because if your one person is too broad, no one will buy, and the whole evergreen system, the whole life launching system won't work for you at a higher rate, right? Maybe you will close 2, 3 clients here and there, but if you want to have consistent clients within your group because you desire a higher impact, you desire a higher revenue in your business, you have to look at who am I serving and what is the niche I am in. Am I actually solving a human need right now that is essential in this industry, that is essential in this economy where people still want to pay me 3K, 5K, 10K to get the solution I'm providing? Because in 2026, with this economy, you cannot sell surface level problems. Okay, elevate the problem. Okay, if you are in this industry for a while and you are not seeing the revenue you want to see, elevate the problem you are solving, elevate the sophisticated problem you are solving, and you will start to see sophisticated clients coming with your messaging, with your marketing, booking a call with you in order to solve the problem you are solving. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in, and I see you in the next episode.